had to do a pregnancy test. Crash, burn, not okay. I feel like, yeah, my body was just like, we need to cry, so I just cried. Like, I wouldn't know how to make a meatball. Hello. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, Rocky. Rocky's going for the mic. Good morning, guys. Happy 2nd of Jan. We are, well, tomorrow's the day that I get my Mirena out, so I was thinking that I would take you guys along. So I thought I would kind of start vlogging now. If I look tired, it's because I am, guys. This Nana went out on New Year's Eve and it was a vibe, but Cruz and I slept until 8:30 this morning, which I truly don't remember the last time I slept past 6. So yeah, that's where I'm at. We're gonna get ready now, go to Kmart, print out some photos for our vision boards, and then we're gonna go train with the boys at the gym and then see where the day takes us. So that's what I have to say for now. Tay, do you have any parting words for the vlog?
No parting words for the vlog.
No starting or
How
parting.
are you feeling for the Mirena currently, getting it out?
Yeah, good run. I'm feeling good. Like, I feel like I am a bit like not sure what to expect. I think I was so ignorantly positive about it, just thinking like it'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's going to be big for me. And then this week I've started to get a bit in my head around like, oh, but what if there cooked side effects? Like, what if like my endo pain comes back really bad? But also no decision's permanent, right?
Yeah.
I really doubt it will be that bad, but I also am like, well, if worst case scenario, I can change my mind.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But how did you feel? Because you had yours out.
Yeah, I was like honestly fine.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah, and getting it out was like so quick.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's so random. They're just like, yeah, come in on your lunch break, and then you can like usually go back to work.
Yeah.
And that's so random.
Yeah, it was like just a 1, 2, 3 and it was done.
Yeah.
Which was good. And I don't remember any side effects or anything like that. But yeah, I got mine in right after I stopped taking the pill. So I went from one to another.
Yeah. I think I was saying this to you, and I think I was saying it on here maybe, I don't know, but like before I got the Mirena, because I obviously got it for my endo, but I hadn't had my cycle for like 1.5 years. So it's kind of like, it's strange because obviously I'd started having endo pain and then ended up having endo when they went and did the laparoscopy. But then equally I'm like, but if that was the pain when I didn't have a cycle, like what will it be like to have no Mirena and to have a cycle because now I've got my period?
Yeah.
But then since getting the Mirena, I've had 2 cycles a month, which is the whole point of getting the Mirena when you have endo.
Yeah.
Because it's meant to like stop the bleed so that the sites don't develop. Like, I don't know. So anyway, it's just a lot of unknowns, guys. A lot of unknowns, but I'm excited. Feeling good, feeling ready. And that's it.
And that's all. We'll see you soon.
See you later. Just got to the gym. This camera is better than vlogging sometimes.
I know.
Like, it's actually, and I'm like, why do we spend so much money on vlogging cameras when the iPhone does its thing? What are we getting? What's on the menu? I do like a white. Yeah. Cheers. I can't control this trolley, but I'm trying to be a good vlogger, guys, so doing what needs to be done. Hey guys.
It's because this is literally the angle that Christina's house is on. This is why.
Guys, you don't, fuck, honestly. Okay, the house that we're in got sold so many times, like, prior to us, and I'm like, I kind of think I know why. Like, I feel like people just hated the admin of living on this hill because it's like this.
No, like I shit you not.
No, it's
this
fucked.
is the house.
No, yeah.
And then Teen's driveway is off this driveway like this.
No, it's like we have a system for our bins now. I don't know if you know this.
Is someone on the back of a car wheeling that shit?
So I drive, and then Cruz has the passenger seat window down, and then he holds onto the bin, and then I drive him up. And like he's gonna lose his shoulder, like it's gonna pop out one day because of the weight.
I'm surprised he hasn't built an attachment for like the back of his car, because like that's something he would just whip up for funsies. That needs a cleaning.
Yeah. I
Oh,
fucking
Tina,
know.
that's some lipstick from like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, sorry, that's fucked. And like also Rocky was just slapping like onto it today. And I was just like, oh. I get so eked out by bacteria and then stuff like that. I just don't like. I'm just like. But then someone doesn't wash their hands from the toilet. I'm like, you just have to go to jail.
I've got Sunny full time in my car for that reason. I come back and just.
Oh, that's good. So you're still hygienic. Anyway, guys, we're giving you an update.
Side note, we just did a gym session, which was slay at a new gym. Well, a new gym for you, same franchise. Slay. And then we did a conditioning session because Ryzak and I did one the other day.
Ryzak?
Isaac and I did one with the group of us at Zone the other day, and I was like, you know what, let's start doing that in 2025. Like, let's just finish with a 10-minute conditioning finisher and feel better about ourselves. And we did that. We just did 3 stations, and the 4th station was a rest station. 12 minutes, and we just sent it, and we were just like, wow, we feel better than everyone
in the world. So that was great. And then we got some stuff for dinner, so we're gonna make lamb mince kind of Greek bowls.
Yeah, like gyros bowls.
And make some hot chippies. And we're gonna do goal setting with the boys,
and Christine is going to make a snack ebook because I told her to, because I want some high protein snack ideas and I just want some ideas.
Yeah, every time I hang out with you, I obviously get so many business ideas. We might do a little strategy session. But like, it's not until you're around people that reflect that what you see in anything isn't like normal.
Yeah.
Because like the way that I just see food, or like choices that I make at the shops, and it's just like so normal. So I think everyone thinks that that's normal.
Yeah, because I went to just buy normal meatballs, and Christine's like, no, these, because we can make them, because they don't have all these fucking
random shit in them.
And it's also just cheaper to do so.
Yeah, even like, guys, like if you're like, it's like
I wouldn't know how to make a meatball.
Yeah, so there's a problem.
Because you're the ball queen.
Yeah, I'm the ball queen. I can roll ball. But I was looking at even organic meatballs in the supermarkets, guys. It was like gums, sunflower oils, like all of these random powders and shit that's just like, don't be fooled by marketing.
Yeah.
When it comes to your food. Like, if it's not whole food, it's not whole food. And that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, we smacked grilled last night and that was delicious. But even that's probably more whole food than your organic, like, meatballs and patties and shit like that. So just stay working these streets, and I'll
read the labels.
Follow the Nourishment projects. I'll help you out.
Yeah.
When I get my finger up my ass. Alright, love you guys so much. See you later.
There was no Yelp at least, so that's hopeful.
Hello, sweetie. Rocky. We got everyone protein drink.
Yummy.
Hello guys, I thought I would just give you guys an update just on yesterday. So it's now Saturday. I got my Mirena out yesterday. I don't actually think I picked up my camera at all yesterday, but I would like to debrief you. So I'm going to talk about my experience with getting the Mirena out, kind of how I felt, symptoms, vibes, emotions, all of the things. So where to start? I was feeling fine pre having it taken out. Like I spoke to when I was with Tay a little bit on here, I did feel just like I started to get a little bit nervous around what to expect and like the unknown, I guess, because obviously having had something in my body in that capacity 3.5 years, almost 4. I don't know if my timeline's wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was like 3.5, 4 years, maybe 4 years. And then to now have had my body get used to obviously that being there and the hormones that it produced in the capacity that it was yeah, it was kind of weird feeling like, oh, what's my body gonna do and how am I gonna feel now that this is coming out? And then other than that though, I felt fine. And then I would say when I went into the waiting room yesterday, and by the way, sorry if I look so, well, I mean, I don't need to apologize for how I look, but I feel very tired. I just feel a little bit zapped. So I think I look that way. But yeah, it wasn't until I like kind of went into the waiting room and was sitting there that I started feeling nervous, and that mainly was just because I was scared of if it was going to hurt, and if, I don't know, like I had this weird feeling, guys, like this is so untrue, like it would never happen, but I had this weird feeling that like the Mirena would be stuck onto something in my body, and then like when they pulled it, it would just like really hurt me, which of course is so irrational, but I genuinely just felt that way. So yeah, that was a bit nerve-wracking. And then in terms of my experience going in, the doctor was quite lovely, but also I feel like doctors obviously just need to do their job right, and they just need to like tell you, well, I guess ensure that you know what decision you're making and the side effects of the decision that you're making. So my doctor did do that and kind of went over everything in terms of, you know, now that I won't have the Mirena, it's potential that my endo could get really bad, that if that continues and I'm not planning to get pregnant anytime soon, which I'm not, that it could cause issues with like fertility and that stuff that I'd been told by my previous specialist too. And I think, you know, whilst again they need to do their job and tell you that delivery is everything, you know, and I feel like sometimes the delivery is just so like confronting. So I did feel a little bit confronted, but equally she was doing her job. So yeah, that kind of got me feeling a bit nervous and just like in my head of like, oh yeah, should I not be doing this, should I, blah blah blah. But then I just ground myself back into like my body. I just trust my body, you know, and I'm at a point where I'm ready to trust my body and I'm ready to just let it do its thing. And like I've mentioned before, I just don't believe that I'm married to any decision. So like if for some reason like I got to a point where I decided that this was the wrong decision for me and I wanted to get the Mirena back, which I really don't believe that will happen, but if for some reason it did, I'm okay with that, you know, like I'm okay with just making that decision. So I kind of grounded myself in that. I had to do a pregnancy test and then yeah, essentially had the Mirena taken out, and like I was like flinchy and stuff, but it was honestly fine. And then that was that. She was just like, okay, well, you're all done, like see ya. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this again. Like I'm not going to not ask the question and leave feeling uninformed, not from anyone else's fault, but just like my own fault from not asking the question, which I spoke to you guys about. I felt that way a lot when I first like got diagnosed with endo and stuff, and I take full responsibility for the part that I played in not asking the question, but also wish that I was told more in terms of aftercare, what to expect, like what to expect my body to do and all the things. So I just said, you know, is there anything that I need to know in terms of like, will I have any pain or bleeding or anything like that? Because I've been told that there can be like a bleed post-Mirena removal, just with your body re-regulating. And she said, no, nothing really to know, you should be fine. You may have some cramps and like potentially a bleed in a couple of weeks, but like it's usually all good. So then I went back to work because I went in for like 2 hours before getting the Mirena, like having the appointment, which I just went to opposite my work across the road. My fucking boss and my manager are just like, I'm so lucky. Like I have literally, I'm obsessed with my job, and above all else I'm obsessed with the people and the environment. And I think like even with stuff like this, they were so understanding. My manager actually was the person who told me to like get the ball moving in getting my Mirena out, because I was always so hesitant with it and like kind of just avoidant with it, and she really pushed me in the right direction. So I went back up to work. She wasn't there, but my member manager was, and he was just like, hey, how are you? And I just started bawling, like sobbing at the reception. I was just like I was like, I don't even know why I'm crying. And then the girl at reception there, she was like, can I give you a hug? And then I just started crying more. And I don't know, the emotions just like took over my body, guys. Like I just felt so rattled. I was just so emotional, and I can't pinpoint why, but obviously like there's so many things that could play into it. So I don't think that your body could really recognize the change in like hormones instantly, but I think I was just so overwhelmed. Like I was so overwhelmed. The experience was a little bit rattling, but I think of course it's going to be just in terms of the invasiveness of like having something in your body and then having it taken out of your body, and then all of that as a woman. I think it can be very overwhelming sometimes. I didn't expect it to be, but it was. And then also I think my body was just having a release of kind of knowing that I was ready for this chapter for a while and ready to have my Mirena removed. And then it was like my body just like knew that and had a release emotionally of like, okay, this is the first step, like you've done the thing. And you know, so much comes with that, like fear, uncertainty, questioning, like we never know. And I feel like, yeah, my body was just like, we need to cry. So I just cried. And then my manager was like, you know, I just want you to feel good, and I want you to rest up, and I want you to just have your process, because what you've done is like a really big thing. Bless his soul. So go home, have some rest, and like let me know how you're feeling next week and all the things. So he sent me home. I came home, cried to Cruz a little bit, and then I just sat on the couch, watched some One Tree Hill, and that was literally it. And that was exactly what I needed. So yeah, that was like kind of my symptoms instantly after. And then after that, also guys, someone that's actually good at makeup could probably send me to jail for like what I do, my makeup routine, but I don't know, I literally just make it up as I go. But then I came home and I just felt like I started getting crampy. So I started getting really crampy, just like all randomly in my belly. And it's funny because it's not the kind of cramping I've ever experienced with like a period. Like it was just very much like, I don't know if you guys have ever used one of those tense machines. Like we have one that Cruz used to use for like muscle recovery and stuff. And when you like put it on and it was like contracts your body, it was kind of like that, but every time it contracted it hurt. And just kind of like all like kind of just under my bra line and then down, just like little lines of discomfort. And that was to be expected. Like I wasn't too rattled by that at all, but I just felt uncomfortable. And then I started getting a headache and kind of head flu-y vibes. But I don't know, again, it's like it's a big change, you know, like your body, yeah, it's adjusting to a big change. So that was really that's how I've been feeling. And then I slept pretty well last night, and then this morning I've just been feeling a bit flat. Like I'm feeling a little bit tired, and the rest a little bit like headachy, a little bit tired, like nothing crazy. And I didn't really expect anything crazy, to be honest, but yeah, it's been nothing crazy. So I'm feeling overall pretty good. So that is day one. What does my face even literally look like? That is day one of my update in terms of my symptoms and stuff like that. And I will keep you guys updated with how I feel over the next little bit. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say and update you on now. In terms of my movements today, I have just spent the last, I'm going to say hour and a half, getting all of my photos for my vision board onto Canva documents, and then like getting them in all different shapes and sizes so that we can go to Officeworks and print them off, get a frame, and do like a little Pinterest board collage tonight. So Cruz is currently doing that for himself as well while I record this. And then we're gonna go and do that. All morning I cleaned the house. I woke up, I needed like a very slow morning, so I had a rest day from the gym. I think I might try and train tomorrow. Had a rest day from the gym today, so I woke up and just like cleaned the house, plodded along a bit, and got everything sorted for the weekend / week. And yeah, then we did our vision boards, and then we're going to go to Officeworks. Yeah, so yeah, that is our plan for the day. Come on, say hi to your fans. That's our plan for the day. Hello, sir. Come here. Would you like to come and say any words? He said he doesn't want to come and say any words without his shirt on, even though that's why you're all subscribed, and that's why, and he's still in the background anyway. So All right, that's all from me. I'll give you guys an update on how I feel in the next few days. See you guys later. Hello guys, so I don't remember the last time I spoke to you, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown. It's now Monday morning. I have just finished a client call with my beautiful client. I feel like I'm probably giving some of you whiplash because in my last video, or one of the last couple of videos that you would have seen, it was me saying that I have like closed my coaching business, which I have, but I'm still working with private clients, and I will for the foreseeable future be working with private clients. Like, I love private coaching. I love supporting people in their life, in their mindset, in them just getting shit done. And I work with the best people, so I feel like that just really makes it be something that it doesn't feel like any kind of work for me. So that's what I've been doing. I start work at 10 today. So yeah, went for a walk with Cruz this morning, had a call with Julia now, doing a little bit of emails. I'm setting up another client as we speak for the year, which I've just sent through all her emails and stuff like that. And now I am here updating you guys. I thought I'd just give you an update on how I've been feeling yesterday and today. So pain wise, Saturday it was fine, and then it was like a bit of a downhill doozy. So I was okay in the morning, just a little bit of cramping. On the way home from office works, crash, burn, not okay. Like, I just was firstly so emotional again. Like, I was just crying when I got home in the shower, but I just felt like I can't even explain it. It was like I just started getting really like fuzzy in my head, feeling really just off, warm. It was kind of like I just got the flu out of nowhere, but I didn't have flu symptoms. It was just kind of felt that way, if that makes sense. So I came home, had a shower, cried, lol, sat in bed, did nothing, and then Cruz and I did our vision boards, which you would have seen. They're just down here. They're not done yet, because we need to stick them down, but we've just kind of been like planning where everything's gonna go. So I did that, and then yesterday we went to the gym. We trained with T and Riley, and then we just spent all day with them. So we literally went to the gym in the morning, then we went out for breakfast, then we went to the beach, and then we got some lunch, smoothies, and then we went to the pool, and then we just spoke for hours and just had some very, very beautiful, deep conversations. And then we had Thai on the beach, and then we got ice cream, and then that was the day. We spent the whole day together, and it was absolutely the best. Yesterday I felt fine. I had like a little bit of cramping and a little bit of cramping this morning, but other than that, feeling fine. And I spoke about this on my Instagram this morning, but I really want to make sure that I don't create a self-fulfilling prophecy for myself where I just decide that, you know, so many people say that the Mirena crash is massive and it lasts like weeks and weeks and weeks. And whilst I'm not saying that that might not be the case, like, of course your body is going from having synthetic hormones in it for 4 years to now none. Like, of course there is going to be a come down in that essentially, and just not even that, but a time where your body is re-regulating itself and coming back to its natural baseline, of course. But I'm also mindful of not like creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of deciding that it's going to be like the worst thing ever, and then my mind actually creating that to be my reality, right? Because we always live and act in accordance with what we tell ourselves, with where our mindset's at. And so for me, it's been so important to go into this of like, of course I'm going to support myself however I need to, and if it isn't a great experience, that's okay. Like, I'm here and I've got myself and my body's got me. But in the same breath, what if I just chose to believe that it's going to be fine and that my body's going to respond instantly, and then I'm going to have a great comeback, if you will. And yeah, that's where my mind is, that's where I'm choosing for it to be, which I really believe is supporting me in the process post Mirena removal. Whereas I think, again, what we focus on expands, right? So if I was just focusing on it's going to be so bad, it's going to be so painful, I'm going to feel so shit, I would be looking for evidence to back up that belief, and then I would be creating that for myself. Our mind would never make us a liar. Like, it would always make us go and act in accordance to what we believe so that we can confirm what we believe, right? So that has been really massive for me, and I think, yeah, I feel like so far so good. So far so good, other than the first couple of days. So today I'm going to work, like I said, at 10 till 6, so we will see how I feel, but overall the vibes are high. The vibes are high. So I'm wondering when I might end off this vlog. I don't think it will be now, but if it is, sorry and love you so much. Anyways, that's my update for now. I'm going to go have a smoothie and then go to work. Okay, bye. All right, good morning guys. It is now Thursday the 9th. So what I would end off this vlog here, this Mirena update week here, and kind of give you guys a little bit of a rundown of how I've felt. I had my Mirena taken out on Friday the 3rd, so it's been 6 days since then. And I'm going to go through like a quick fire update of what it was like at the start. Obviously, I've already spoken about that on here, but a quick fire update of like that in comparison to where I'm at now and into where my head is at with how I'm feeling and, you know, how I'm going to be navigating the next little bit of my body, obviously readjusting to now not having the synthetic hormones pumping through my body. So of course, Friday I spiraled. Very much just an emotional thing, I think, for me. A, feeling the relief and release of having this thing out of my body that I just knew it was time for me to part ways with. B, because it's invasive, right? Like I really feel like these kinds of things, you don't realize how much of an effect it can have just on you mentally. Having something in your body, having that then removed by someone that you don't know, I don't know, all of it. And then obviously C, like hormonally and just my body in general, having all of a sudden the Mirena yeeted out of it, artificial progesterone, can't say that, that it produces, like in the amount that it does, just taken out of my body. I think all of those together just made me like literally spiral and so emotional. So that was nice. Did cry a lot, did let myself cry a lot. Sunday, nothing, like a little bit of cramps, but I feel as though I was distracted. Like I had a whole day with my friends and cruise on the Sunday, so wasn't really thinking too much about it, and did a lot of things for my nervous system. Like we trained, we went to the beach, we just sat, we spoke, we connected, we ate good food, we were in the sunlight, feet in the grass, like all of these things. So I think that really supported me even from a nervous system lens. And then coming back into Monday, so I went back to work on Monday, have been at work all week, I've been training all week. I really was mindful of not creating a limitation for myself where there didn't need to be one. That's not to say that my body's not going to have responses to the Mirena being taken out, that it's not going to be a mindset thing, it's going to be a literal body thing. And that's something that I will, you know, obviously honor and work with. But I wanted to make sure that I wasn't creating a limitation for myself if it didn't actually need to be a limitation, right? So what I mean by that is I was mindful of not going into the week seeing everything through the lens of anticipating that I was going to feel average because of the fact that I had the Mirena taken out. I really wanted to make sure that I wasn't mentally, you know, creating that reality for myself just through my mind, through looking for that evidence, through, you know, making decisions based on anticipating that that was how I was going to feel. And instead what I did was choose to believe that I was actually going to feel fine, that I could still go about my days, I could still, you know, get up early, do my walks, do my training sessions, perform well at work, you know, come home, have good quality time with cruise, and yes, have these side effects, which for me was really just cramping for the week, like on and off, but nothing unbearable. And lo and behold, like my week's actually been pretty good. I've felt really good. I've been training really, really well. So my strength sessions have been really good and zoned in and dialed in. I felt really strong and just like mobile. Yesterday, I did notice that my lower back started to get a little bit sore, not in any particular movement, but more so just with, I think I'm ovulating at the moment. And of course you can't know, because my cycle probably will take a little bit to rejig itself, but even then, maybe not, who knows. But that's nothing out of the usual, like it's not anything to do with my training or anything like that. I think my body's just like doing its thing, and that kind of happens every month. But yeah, I've had a really good week, and I'm also not a doctor, so this is all just my own experience and my mindset and the way that I'm choosing to navigate this. But moving forward, it's going to remain the same. Moving forward, I'm fully choosing to believe that my body is so capable of regulating, of healing, of being pain-free, of feeling just like good, or feeling good in my body, and of not letting the fear that's so often instilled in us as women around everything that could go wrong be something that I let drive the show. Because it's time, I really think, like, I'm so passionate about this, it's time for us to actually take back control of our bodies and let our bodies show us what they're capable of, without always being told the worst case scenario, or without always being led to make decisions from a fear-based state, right? So not making decisions from, if I don't do this, then I'm going to have this experience, i.e. if I don't have the Mirena, then my endo is going to be really, really bad. That's something that every other man and their dog have told me, And I'm just choosing not to believe that's going to be the case. I'm choosing to believe that I know how to support myself. My body knows how to support me. With the more that I educate myself, the more I'm going to know to be able to support myself holistically, again, through the way that I eat, move, think, be, connect with myself. You know, so many things that we can do before we always go to the quick fix, just because we've had fear instilled in us. And again, I'm not saying that these things are bad. I'm not saying that anything is forever. But in this moment, in this season, I'm just choosing to believe beliefs and thoughts and feelings and frequencies that are actually going to support me and my body doing its thing without any interference and without fear. That's the biggest thing. So that is my little update for week 1. And I will be kind of doing more so, I guess, like day in the life kind of videos, weekly vlogs and whatever. And I will continue to update you guys on the Mirena, but whenever I do more of like a Mirena focused video, I'll of course have that in the description, in the caption, so that if you guys are following along for this specifically, you know where to go, and we can just like see how the next few months go together. I'm so happy that I chose to open up about this and document it, because so many people already have resonated so much, shared their own stories. And I even just want to say to you guys, like, I've gotten so many messages from people who have had the most incredible experiences when it's come to going back to naturally tracking their cycles. And, you know, it goes against every other belief or fear or story that we've been told around like how bad or cooked it's going to be. On the other hand, I want to say that, you know, there isn't enough conversation, information, just real life stories of people choosing to come off of birth control, choosing to come off of, you know, whatever it is that they're on for whatever reason, and the journey afterwards. And I just really encourage you guys, if that is something that, you know, you have navigated yourself, you're thinking about navigating, like, open up conversations about it. It doesn't need to be, you know, to the masses. It doesn't need to be on social media or whatever it is, but maybe it's just like your colleague at work who's kind of going through it, or maybe it's your sister-in-law, or maybe it's just someone that you meet and you're having a conversation with in the GP, like whatever it may be. Share your story, because if this in itself over the last 6 days only has shown me anything, it's that so many people are waiting to hear your story, and so many people will benefit from you actually just being real about what it is that's true for you and what you're navigating. So with that, I'm going to close off this vlog. So with that being said, love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me yap along every other day. If you are yet to do so and you love being in this space and a part of our community, make sure you officially join our community by subscribing, also liking, commenting, sharing, all of the things. It means so much to me, because like I've said, YouTube is my biggest goal for 2025 moving forward. I love creating this kind of content, and you guys sharing the love allows me to continue to do that. So with that being said, have the best day whenever it is that you are watching this. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.